Keep the hot streak going. We're going to talk about a couple NBA player props I like on Prizepicks for Tuesday's slate. If this is your first time watching, my name is DK, and I cover content for daily fantasy sports, NBA, NFL, XFL, and for Prizepicks, again, which is a player prop site. If you guys are a first-time user, you can use the code DKDFS for a 100% match up to $100. I'll have a link down below. Yeah, take advantage of that. It's a free $100 to play with on the site. And yeah, I'll just get right into the video. So recapping yesterday, had another great day. Went 4-2 overall, and it could have been a full sweep. But the two players that missed got massive foul trouble for me. I had Walker Kessler over fantasy score. He was on pace to easily hit that. Barely played the second half because of foul trouble. And Draymond got massive foul trouble too. So that was a bit tilting, but hit everything else. Hit both YouTube plays. Donovan Mitchell under assist, which was kind of a sweat, because I don't know if you guys saw early in the game, he had like 3 quick assists in the first 5 minutes. This is not good. Didn't have assist for the rest of the game. And then Colin Sexton, we hit pretty easily with his over assist. Again, he was averaging like 13.5 potential assists a game, so I just thought that number was way too low. I hammered it on sportsbooks as well. I hit all my straight plays on sportsbooks yesterday too, so it was a very profitable day for me in the player prop market. And yeah, hoping to keep it going. We've been doing very, very well. So let's just get into the video, and we'll start it off with the first one. We're going to take a look at Pascal Siakam assist, and we're going to take more than 5 assists here for Siakam. So we can go over and take a look to see what he's averaging on the season. So Siakam currently on the season is averaging over 6 assists a game. You know, it doesn't really matter who's in, who's out for Toronto. He's playing close to 40 minutes a game. 40, 39, 38. In this game, he got massive foul trouble, but he's playing close to 40 minutes a game. And whether, you know, they have Gary Trent Jr. on the court, or if he's off the court and they go a bigger lineup with like a Chua and Pirtle, it doesn't matter. Like, they're still, the offense runs through Siakam and it runs through Fred VanVleet, and they are both playing massive minutes right now. And if you take a look at the lines for Pascal Siakam across sportsbooks, it's actually at 5.5. So we're getting a little bit of juice here with just straight 5. So we're going to take more than 5 assists for Pascal Siakam as pick number 1. And the second one we're going to go to is Paul George, and we're going to take more than 4.5 assists for PG. So taking a look at DK Sportsbook, you can see he is currently minus 125 to go over. And I also wanted to see, because last game was a blowout and Kawhi Leonard did not play, but Ty Lue hinted that, like, oh yeah, Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are going to see limited minutes up until the All-Star break. So it's like, let's just see, right? I wanted to see what his minutes were looking like going into that game. So he got pulled. He started the fourth quarter and he played up until the 4:30 mark, and then he got pulled because of the massive blowout. So he would have played the last, let's just say 4.5 minutes of that game. That would have given him like 36.5 minutes or so. And he played a ton in the first half. He did. So didn't look like there's any sort of limit there on Paul George. And looking at this roster, this team doesn't really have a true point guard. Take a look at the Clippers. Like, Terrence Mann, sure, he'll bring the ball up the court at times, but he's not really a point guard that's like getting a ton of assists, right? He's more out there for defense. You got newly acquired Bones Highland, but again, kind of the same thing. I don't even know how much he's going to play. He's more of a scorer. So this team doesn't really have a true point guard. So they're relying a lot on Paul George and Kawhi Leonard to do the playmaking. And looking at last game, it didn't look like he was on any sort of a limit. He was going to play close to 37 minutes. This game should stay competitive. You know, Golden State play fast. Let's see. Let's take a look at the total in this game right now. Let's refresh Bovada. You got a 228 over under. Little bit of blowout rest. I guess 8.5 points the Clippers are favored by. But I will say, Klay Thompson is expected to play. I think this is his first back-to-back he's expected to play this year. So better chance the game does stay competitive. So yeah, we're going to take more than 4.5 assists for Paul George as the second pick. If you guys are looking for more in-depth content, whether it be for DFS or more picks or prize picks, you know, check out my Patreon. Again, we've been on a very, very hot streak. So hoping to keep going for Tuesday's slate. And good luck we'll see you guys back here in the next video. Again, if you do enjoy, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And yeah, we'll see you all in the next one.